As the summer transfer window hots up in Europe and teams signing players in different departments, the biggest one for Africa is Mohamed Salah, also called Mo Salah, signing for Liverpool Football Club in the English Premier League for £34 million on Thursday after completing a medical, of course. Also within the week, Cristiano Ronaldo, Angel Di Maria and Jose Mourinho were all accused of tax violation in Spain, and of course this prompted the 4-time world champion saying he wants to leave Real Madrid. But do you think he's going to leave? Do you think Ronaldo is going to quit Real Madrid at this point in time when he is about to win his 5th World Player of the Year? This and so many more on the show for you today. And as you know, the Tournament of Champions is currently going on in Russia, and of course we have all the highlights for you today on the show. Welcome to Limitless Soccer. My name is Bayonle Arashi. Let me take a quick break and I'll be back with much more on the FIFA Confederations Cup. Welcome. Welcome back. As I mentioned in the opening of the show, the FIFA Confederations Cup is going on currently in Russia, and as promised last week on the show, we have all the highlights for you today, both the first round of matches and the second round of matches. But first, let's bring you the first round of matches featuring our own African champions, Cameroon, and of course other 7 teams that are currently participating in that tournament that is a prelude to the FIFA World Cup that will also be coming up in Russia come 2018. Enjoy the highlights of the FIFA Confederations Cup first group games, and I'll be back on the show. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that highlight from the FIFA Confederations Cup and all the great goals scored by the team. Did you see Cristiano Ronaldo? Did you see the great assist he made in that particular game against Mexico? Quick break from that Confederations Cup now as we go to our own Major League Soccer. The Major League Soccer was back last weekend after the international break, and our own Houston Dynamo played a game against Los Angeles Galaxy away from home, and of course they performed really well in that game, leading the game up until the 93rd minute when LA Galaxy scored an equalizer from what looks like an offside goal, but the referee said it was a goal. Hence, Houston Dynamo getting just a point away from home in that particular game. Get to see the highlights yourself, and of course you get to see if that was a goal or if it was an offside. So let's keep the discussion going while you watch the highlights. You can tweet at the show, of course, comment on Facebook or every of our social media platform currently showing on the screen. How did you see the highlight? Was that a goal by Los Angeles Galaxy? For me, and from my own point of view, of course, I'm not a referee and I'm not a member of the Major League Soccer, but that goal was an offside goal. But of course, it counted as a goal, and of course, Houston Dynamo only getting 1 point from that game. They've not done very well away from home, but I think generally in the season for Houston Dynamo, it's not been a bad season for them this year. And of course that was week 16 game in the Major League Soccer. Now to some transfer news. As I mentioned in the opening vlog, that Mohamed Salah signed for FC Liverpool. Some call it Liverpool Football Club, and of course they say they never walk alone. They signed Mohamed Salah for £34 million, and that young man from Egypt will be wearing the number 11 jersey. Of course that jersey belongs to Firmino, but Firmino will be switching to the number 9 jersey come next season in Liverpool. Another news, of course, this one is a shock, that Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, has tabled, wait for it, £119 million for 18-year-old Kylian Mbappe. I'm sure you must have seen that excitement in my eyes. £119 million for just an 18-year-old player. that is some serious business for Monaco, but I do not think Kylian Mbappe wants to go to PSG at this point of his career. Maybe Real Madrid, maybe Arsenal. So many rumors on that young man from France. Do you think that money is worth it? Do you think Kylian Mbappe is worth that huge amount? Of course, you can send your comments, you can tweet your response, whatever you think regarding the crazy transfer window going on in Europe on the show as the show keeps going on. Also, Italian powerhouse Juventus says they're going to be releasing Brazilian right fullback Dani Alves as his contract is remaining 1 year. Rumor has it that Manchester City coach Pep Guardiola is interested to bring that 32-year-old to the Etihad Stadium, of course, to form a formidable defense for Manchester City come the 2017-2018 season. And of course, last but not the least on the transfer news, we hear that former Chelsea defender and of course legend John Terry is about signing a £60,000 a week contract with Aston Villa. So John Terry will not be coming to the MLS or heading to the Far East in China. He wants to stay in England with his family. He said his family is happy in England, and of course he still wants to compete at the English Championship. So let me take a quick break and I'll be back with the second round matches in the FIFA Confederations Cup. I'll be back. Welcome back from that short break. Now to the second round games in the FIFA Confederations Cup. Cameroon played Australia within the week in the second game at the FIFA Confederations Cup, and I do not think there was any reason why the African champions shouldn't win that game by 4 or even 5 goals. They wasted so many chances against the Australian men's national team. Of course, you got to see the highlights yourself, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo was the main man for Portugal, scoring their only goal against host nation Russia. See all the highlights of the second round games in the FIFA Confederations Cup as we reach home stretch on the show today. Hope you've enjoyed all we've been able to bring to you today on Limitless Soccer. Come sponsor this show, come put your product and services on the show. And like I always say, you will surely be glad you did. For sponsorship details, contact the producer of the show on the numbers showing on the screen right now. And we're also very interactive on social media. Tweet at us, reach us via Instagram, via Facebook, and we will definitely get back to you. Until I come your way again next week, we'll be rounding off today from goals in the Major League Soccer Game 16. You got to see goals from Dallas, FC Dallas, from every other great team in the Major League Soccer. I'll see you again next week, God willing. My name is Bayonle Arashi. Special thanks to the production crew of this show. See you next week, and God bless you guys. Keep doing sports. Bye-bye now.